Hello everybody, how are you doing? A very warm welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning viewer. It's so good to see you again. If this is the first time we've met, hello, my name's Alison and I'm a 50 something witch living here in Chesterfield in Derbyshire on the edge of the Peak District, and I'm here to bring you all aspects of witchy lifestyle, mundane lifestyle as well, and all the things that bring us joy. And I'm really happy to be with you here today in one of my absolute favourite places, which is Sutton Scarsdale Hall. In a small village called Sutton Scarsdale here in Derbyshire, not far from the town of Chesterfield. And the reason I'm here is because last time we met, I spoke to you about my travel witchy altar, and the little things that I like to contain in my little altar. And I promised that I would also tell you about the other things that I bring when I go out and about on a little witchy walkabout, if you like. And so that's why I'm here today. I thought that the best thing to do would be to actually come out and show you the things that I like to bring with me and explain to you why I have them. So, with no further ado, let's crack on and I'll show you the little things I've got in my bag. If you're a regular visitor to my channel, you'll have been here with me before and you'll know how much I love this place and how special it is to me. This is where I come to greet the dawn at the solstices, and I love to spend time here. It's just such a beautiful place with so much history, and it's just a very special place. I can't really explain why I love it so much, but one of the reasons that I do love it is because I can see the seasons changing up here, and it's equally beautiful no matter what season I come to visit. I can see for miles, and when I come up for the solstices, the view to the east is amazing for the sunrises, and I just love it. I especially love it up here when I'm not feeling too good, when I'm not in a good place mentally. And when I come up here, I feel like I get a greater sense of my place in the world, and the fact that the seasons keep turning, and no matter what, things will change and no situation is forever. And I think that's the main reason that I love to come up here, and it's a privilege to be able to share this place with you, and to give you an idea of why I love it so much. It's just beautiful, and yeah, I just love it, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. So yeah, we can definitely see the seasons changing here. Look how golden the fields are now. When I was last up here, it was Yule, and I was here for the winter solstice, and the fields were completely bare, and the trees were bare, and it was cold and it was dark. And now the farmers bringing the harvest in. We've just celebrated Lammas, which was the first harvest festival, and the landscape is really starting to change. I mentioned earlier in the week on my community post that I could see the trees starting to change colour very subtly, and that's definitely starting to happen here as well. So we're definitely on the edge of autumn, I think, but I'm trying really hard to stay in the season and enjoy the last days of summer. And if you've been with me a while, you'll know how much I love autumn and really look forward to its arrival. But this year I'm really trying to embrace the end of summer and be thankful for everything that it's brought, and be thankful for the heat of the sun that's raised the crops, and for the shade of the trees, and for all the other beautiful things that it's brought. I think that's really important, because as I look around at the moment in the shops, for example, they are absolutely full of autumn stuff. And I mean, it's only August, and it's still, I mean, here in the UK today, it's really, really warm. It's like 24 degrees where I am now. It's still a way off, and I just feel really uneasy about the kind of gallop towards every season, and the kind of commercial opportunities that it brings for retailers. And I think it's quite sad. And so as a witch, I'm trying really, really hard to stay present, stay in the moment. And that's another reason that I love to come up here, because the seasons will not be rushed, and you can see them happening, but they happen in their own time, and regardless of what's in the shops, and whatever is being pushed on us, you know to buy, we're still in summer. The seasons won't be rushed, and I think that it's really important just to slow down and be mindful of what's happening around us. And this is a really, really good place to do that. It is for me anyway. So here's a little bag that I like to bring out and about with me. It's from Fat Face. It's got loads and loads of pockets, and it's got bees on it, so it ticks all the boxes for me. The first thing I want to talk to you about that comes out with me when I go out and about are these two books. Now, the first one is the Collins Gem Guide to Mushrooms. Now, I am really interested in fungi, um, interested and terrified in equal measure, I think, particularly in view of recent events in the news in Australia. But anyway, I'm really interested, and I love looking at them, but I never touch them. That's just a little rule I have. Even if I know that something is edible, I am never a million percent certain that it is. But I'm fascinated by how they live, how they work, how they spread underground and form these huge networks. And this book is brilliant to help me identify any of these amazing plants that I find out and about on my little outings. If I want mushrooms to eat, I'll just go to Sainsbury's. I'm never going to pick any of these plants, but I just love to look at them. And so for that, this book's brilliant, and it's just the right size to fit in my little bag. And I'd highly recommend it. All the Collins Gem books are fantastic. So much information in them, and they're really easy to use. They have fantastic illustrations, and they're really easy to read and understand, and they have just the right amount of information you need in a snapshot. So I think these are brilliant, and I really like to have this in my bag with me. The second book is the Wildlife Trust's Concise Foraging Guide. Now, I'm not a forager. As I've already mentioned, I'm fascinated but terrified by mushrooms and toadstools. and the prospect of picking something absolutely deadly looms large in my mind. But Mark bought me this book a few weeks ago when we went to Chatsworth, and it's a beautiful book, and the illustrations in it are gorgeous. And again, it's really easy to read. The illustrations are very clear, and I do like to pick my own herbs and flowers to use in my spellcraft, as you probably know. So I'm more than happy to pick those because they're things that I'm familiar with. I've been picking those for years. But as far as edible plants go, it's not something that I actually, it doesn't chime with me. I am quite anxious about it. And so just looking at these pictures and identifying the plant is enough for me. I'm not going to bring them home and eat them. And I know that lots of you probably do love a good forage and enjoy bringing home the fruits of your labours. You know, I mean, things like blackberries and sloes, that kind of thing, elderberries. I'm I'm absolutely certain of what they are, and so I don't mind bringing those home. But anything else for me, it's not something that I am comfortable with. But I do like to be able to identify plants, and so that's why Mark bought this book for me, and it's lovely. It fits really neatly in my bag along with the mushroom book, and I'm really glad I've got it because it's lovely, and some of the plants have amazing names. I mean, look at this one, Good King Henry, and this one's called Fat Hen. I mean, come on, this is brilliant, and yeah, it's lovely and a very helpful little book, and that's why it's got a place in my bag. Okay, next up are my little notebook and my pencil case. Now, the notebook is purely to for me to write down where I've seen things that I'm interested in, so that I can remember where I was when I saw something. If I saw a certain plant, if I saw a certain, bird or animal, I can write it in my little book. And it's just a little kind of hardback notebook that I got from Sainsbury's ages ago, and it's just the right size to go in my bag, and that goes with my little pencil case. And in my pencil case, I've got three pens, and I've also got some string in case I see and gather, some bits and pieces that I want to tie together. Mentioned the elderberries before. If I want to tie some stems together, I can do that with my string, or if I want to make a little offering to leave at the base of my favourite tree, I can put that together while I'm here as well with my string. And most importantly, in my pencil case are these little um, snippy things. I don't know what else to call them, but snippy things works for me. And these are great if I want to take blackthorns off trees, for example, or snip some little branches. Always remembering only to take what I need and to thank the tree afterwards. But these are perfect for that, and they're just the right size, but they're extremely sharp. So yeah, these stay in the pencil case, and I think I got those from somewhere like B&M, somewhere like that, something from their garden range. I have got these for the garden as well, but they're great to have in my little pencil case. They're just the right size. So yeah, these two things are great in my little bag. They're just the right size, and so I find these really useful. Next up is one of my favourite little bits of out and about kit, and that is my Radiant Rider Waite Tarot deck. I absolutely love this deck anyway, but this is a mini version in a tin, and so it's brilliant to take out and about. Um, Doing full card readings is not really something I do when I'm out and about, but I might just want to sit and pull a single card and, you know, contemplate it for a while, do a little bit of meditative work with the deck. And this is perfect for that. The tin saves it from getting bumped and bashed. It's fantastic. I've had this for years, and I absolutely love it. It fits perfectly in my bag. It's perfect to take out and about. And so, of all the ones that I've had that have been in a tin, this is my favourite. And the actual size of the cards is great as well, because they're fairly dinky. So they're just lovely. I love them, and this is one of the most important parts of my little out and about kit. I absolutely love these cards. The last thing that's in my bag, and if you've been with me a while, you will definitely have seen this, and if you saw my last video, you'll have seen this, and that is my little portable altar. And I love this little kit. It comes out with me regularly, not just in this bag, but in my everyday life bag too. And I am going to link the video below so that you can see what's in this altar. But yeah, this comes out with me. It's perfect to fit in my bag. It's a lovely little thing, and in here I have all manner of things. I have incense, I have little stones, I have crystals, I have little candles. Um, I'm not necessarily going to use it every time I go out, but I like to have it with me. And there are things in here that represent different elements of my craft, so it means a lot to me. So yeah, this comes out in my bag. I will link the video below so that you can see it in more detail. You might have heard me talk about this before, and you might have seen them before as well. This is a little bag of crystal chips that I like to carry around with me, and I usually have this in my actual handbag as well as my witchy out and about bag. um, I use these to leave as offerings to land spirits or to trees. If I take something from a tree, I like to leave a little something. And this is a really nice mixture of crystals that I enjoy using for that purpose. It's really handy, and I can just keep topping it up from my own crystal stash at home. And I really like to carry this with me. I like to know that I've got something to offer if I'm out and about. So this will always be a really important part of my little on the go kit. Now, this is not a magical item, but it's very practical and very, very handy. And I love to buy these zippy bags from IKEA. I use them for so many things, and what I love most about them is that you can use them time and time again. I like to wash them out and reuse them. I use them for my soups to put in the freezer, and for other bits and pieces. And I just absolutely love them, and they last for ages. They're brilliant to have in your witchy bag to collect bits and pieces. Today I picked up some fir cones, and they're just fantastic. I love them. I always have a stash of these. When I make up a batch of black salt, I always keep it in one of these bags because it keeps it nice and dry until I'm ready to use it. So yeah, these are fantastic. You can get them in different sizes, but these are the size that I favour for collecting my things. And there's always one or two of these in my little kit bag. I think an honourable mention should go to my travel cup, which I use every single day, not only as part of my witchy out and about kit, but this comes to work with me. I take it almost everywhere I go. It's by Smash, and it is absolutely brilliant. It keeps drinks blistering hot or icy cold for hours, and it was one of the best things I've ever bought. So yeah, I think that this definitely warrants a mention. I really hope that you've enjoyed spending this time with me today at this beautiful place. I've really enjoyed showing you what's in my bag and showing you this beautiful place. And I would really love to know if you take any witchy kit out and about with you. I'd love to know what's in your bag. The beauty of our craft is that it can be exactly what we want it to be. It can look exactly how we want it to look. And so our out and about kit is ours alone. It represents us and it doesn't have to please anybody else. So if you would be happy to share what's in your kit, I'm sure that we would all love to know. So please do tell me in the comments below. And if this is your first time here, I would absolutely love it if you could please consider subscribing to my channel. I would absolutely love to have you along with us and the other lovely people that follow this channel who are absolutely wonderful. And if you're a returning viewer, I would love it if you could give me a little thumbs up, please. That would be absolutely fantastic. And thank you so much. Until we meet again, I would love to hear from you either in the comments or via my website, which you'll find at www.fiftysomethingwitch.com. And I love to get your emails and your messages, so please do keep in touch. I absolutely love to hear from you, so please drop me a line. It would be great to hear from you. And I will see you again very soon when I've got something very special lined up for you. And in the meantime, I hope that you will look after yourself, keep your beautiful light shining. I hope you find a moment of joy in every single day. And until we meet again, blessed be.